Welcome to the Hobie Getaway rigging video. We've created this video to help you in conjunction with your owner's assembly manual. This video is created in two sections. First, we rig the boat from a trailer or on the beach to ready for sailing. Second, we go through the more complete assembly from the box as from the manufacturer and ready for the trailer. In this case, our boat is not on a trailer. It is prepared and it's ready, sitting in the grass. Be careful to choose an area that has no overhead wires or trees hanging over your rigging area. You must be able to move the boat safely to the water for sailing. Position the mast so that the mast base is near the mast step ball. Match the yellow arrow on the front crossbar to the yellow arrow on the base of the mast. Align them so that the mast can slip easily over the ball. Slide the mast base over the ball. Insert the mast pin that'll keep the mast base captive. If the main halyard is not already run and tied to the mast, you must take the line and run it through the masthead pulleys. Place the line on the back side of the mast near the luff track opening and move it forward through the pulleys to the front of the mast, down the mast, and tie both ends at the cleat at the base of the mast. If the shroud wires are not already attached to the hull, we need to connect them to the mast and the hull. In this case, we're going to attach the wires to the hull first. Pin the wire to the 7-hole adjuster and then slide the black vinyl boot over the pin and the entire adjuster. Repeat for the opposite side and then pull both wires up towards the mast tang. Be sure that both shroud wires will run freely up towards the mast tang, over the mast, not under the mast, and not under any other hardware. Remove the shrouds from the shackle, place the forestay wire assembly between the two shroud wires, and attach it to the mast tang. Screw the pin in tightly, and then attach with the safety wire to keep the pin from backing out. Read and understand the caution labels mounted both on the front crossbar near the mast step ball and also on the base of the mast regarding safety issues. Pay careful attention to the cautions regarding overhead power lines. Overhead power lines can be extremely dangerous and can injure or even kill. Never rig your boat, launch, or sail your boat near overhead high power lines. When you're prepared to step the mast, stand at the rear of the trampoline near the mast. Have your crew hold the top of the mast and lift it up to you. Take a careful look around for any overhead high power lines or tree branches that may get in the way. Lift the mast carefully. Be sure that wires don't get caught under rudder assemblies or other items. Turn your body facing towards the front crossbar and then continue lifting. As you lift the mast, keep your legs spread slightly to keep your balance. Push forward and walk forward on the trampoline. Stand behind the mast, legs spread wide, to hold the mast securely while your crew prepares to pin the forestay. Pin the forestay assembly into the roller furler drum. There are many adjustments that are available. These are related to mast rake or the angle of the mast aft or forward. The standard adjustment shown here is inserting the plate 2 holes into the furler drum. Spin the forestay assembly in a clockwise direction while looking down at the furler drum to wind the line into the furler system. Pass the furler line through the cleat on the front crossbar and tie a small knot. Continue winding the furler drum until all of the line is within the drum. There is a bungee we call a tangle preventer mounted near the base of the mast. Hook this bungee to the eye strap next to the swivel jam cleat on either side of the mast. The shrouds and forestay wire or rig must be tensioned using the main halyard or trapeze wire if your boat is equipped. Pull on the line aft and outboard away from the shroud to be tightened. At this point you will be holding the rig up when the shroud is released, so be stable and in a position to do so. when the shroud goes slack, your crew can remove the clevis pin that holds the shroud in the adjuster. Move the shroud adjustment down a number of notches. You want to do an equal adjustment port and starboard, so move it down not completely all the way, but just a few notches, and then do the same for the opposite side.